After coming to Toronto from London about 3 days ago now, there's so much that I've actually learned about the city. And the number one thing is that Toronto has by far the best food in the world. And I mean the best food in the capital city actually. Because I ate Chinese at this place called Sonny's yesterday. Bro, oh my day. I had sweet and sour chicken and I've never had it taste like that in my life. Listen, for starters, they gave me this tomato thing. It's like some tomato dish. I don't know the name, but I swear to you, it tastes like chicken. How can you make tomato taste like chicken? And you're a Chinese restaurant. I never tasted anything like that in my life. It was 10 out of 10. And to Harley, the waitress, I told you I'll shout you out. You really good at your job, thank you. If you don't go there, make sure you tip her. But I mean, like, downtown Toronto is crazy too. I only know this tower from Drake's music video. But when I tell you, it's insane. I did the walk along this, the tower, the Drake Tower this morning, and I tell you, it gets scary when you get up there, but Toronto's a beautiful city, especially from above. Like when you're looking and you got the 360 views, on a day like this in the sun, it's hard to make a bad case about Toronto from what I've seen. But obviously we're gonna be reviewing more. I'm gonna be going to New York City, Mexico City, Panama, Curacao, and Bottega, probably even Miami. I'm on a 40-day tour across America, so I'll let you lot know which is the best city that I go to. But definitely for host cities, this is a good start. And I'll tell you, the vibes are so good. You lot, what did you lot say?
We saw you on TikTok like all week. We've been seeing it. Vibes are up.
Come on, man. Hey, the vibes are up, man. What's the slang? Vibes are up, dude.
Yeah, folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're watching me for the first time, please consider subscribing, like, and share, because here is where we break down the real truth, what's happening in Canada, America, and the whole world. So, folks, picture this. You book a flight to Canada for the World Cup thinking this is going to feel just like home, the normal home we're used to it. After all, Canadians speak English. They share a lot of history with Britain, and on the surface, the two countries seem pretty similar. But then you land, within hours, you realize that you have been completely wrong about the system, about Canada's how it looks, how the people operate, their accent. For many British tourists, Canada wasn't just another World Cup destination. It became one of the biggest surprises of their lives. And by the end of the trip, they weren't only talking about football. They were talking about a country that completely changed the way they saw the world. So what exactly gave them such a massive culture shock? Let's find out in the following videos. Stay tuned, and I'll meet you after the video so that I can leave my commentary and you can tell me what you think about the videos.
Things that confuse me in Canada as a British person. Number one is, why do the cars not have a license plate on the front? So weird. Like, look at these cars. Show anyone from the UK this and they're like, what's going on? The cars look naked. Next, the tipping culture fries my brain. I don't understand. Fair enough if it's a restaurant, but if I'm at a coffee shop just being served at the till, I feel peer pressured to tip. One thing I've noticed about Canadians, they love the badge. Any sport event, football, hockey, if you're not wearing the club colours, you're the odd one out. No one's trying to be cool, there's no ultras, everyone's repping. Okay, this one's a bit rogue, but the Chinese food just doesn't hit the same, I'm sorry. I don't know what it is, but a sweet and sour chicken in Canada is not the same in the UK.
We're in IHOP, I want the milkshake, and there's extra, so he gave me the extra as well. Canada is just full of nice people. If this was London, they'd throw this away. Okay, I'm gonna do a taste test. Very nice. 10 out of 10.
I saw this video on my feed yesterday and it says, so the Scottish are drinking Boston of all places dry. The Koreans are making kogi carne asadas with their Mexican cousins. Y'all, what's happening in Canada? For real though, what is happening in Canada? I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was like this interview of this older gentleman, like this older guy from like a small Kansas town, and he was like almost shedding tears at the fact that Team Algeria was at the hotel in this Kansas town. I can't show you, but they even like made a people flag thing where like people wore different colored shirts, and then they made up the Algerian flag using people, like the people flag. I don't know how to call it. Some things are happening in the US. Wholesome things are happening in Mexico. I just want to know what's happening in Canada.
Things in Canada that my little British brain can't comprehend. Crackers in soup. The first time I ordered soup in a restaurant and I got given crackers on the side, I was so confused what the crackers were for. And then I saw people crumbling them up and putting them in their soup. And I understand why you'd put that in there. Like, they're basically Canadian croutons, right? You know, they add a little bit of texture, a bit of extra salt in there. But I just never thought it would be a thing. I had no idea this was a thing here. Speaking of restaurants, the first time we went to a restaurant and I didn't finish all of my meal, they just said, I'll bring you a box so you could take your food home. In the UK, if you don't finish your food, they'll just take it away. You don't get to take it home, unless you specifically ask. Whereas here, it's common practice. They'll just bring you a box, like, there you go, you can take the rest of your meal home. So I get, like, 2 meals out of going to the restaurant. It's great, it's amazing, and I absolutely love it. I don't understand how all of my windows and doors have fly screens in my house, and yet I still have flies in my house. Where are they coming from? How do they get in? That really confuses me. Because in the UK, you get flies in your house because you don't have fly screens. I have fly screens and they're still somehow getting in, and I don't know how. Next up is the fact that I can drive a 5-litre V8 truck on the roads and not be crippled by a road tax. For reference, in the UK, you're taxed on your emissions of your vehicle, and you have to pay an annual road tax in order to have your vehicle on the road. A 5-litre V8 would cripple you with road tax. You could not afford to keep it on the road if you're just an average person. Not in Canada, I get to have a big truck, and to be honest, we live in the middle of nowhere and you really do actually need a truck for these roads.
Oh my god, there's so many people in downtown Toronto today. I was walking around Eden, Yonge and Dundas, and it is packed. I guess a lot of them are tourists and visitors for the World Cup. It's so fascinating seeing how happy, genuinely happy they seem to be exploring the city. And you can tell they're tourists, by the way, because they're walking super slow. They're taking pictures of everything, like the randomest building. But I love that for them because they're having such a blast visiting Canada and Toronto. Seeing them having such a good time reminded me of when I go to a country or a city and my immediate first thought is, oh my god, should I move here? I could live here. And I wonder, like, do people come to Toronto and have the same thought? Does Toronto have that much of a positive, lasting impact on them as much as it does when we go to visit other places? Like, I'm sure it does to some people, but I've actually never thought of that. I've never thought about the other perspective. So yeah, it's a really interesting thought. But yeah, so cool. I saw so many Brazil, Morocco, Portugal, Panama, Ghana jerseys today and flags. There was like a whole little dance thing going on. I think it was a Moroccan celebration. So it's so lit. Oh my god, Toronto is amazing. I hope everyone visiting Toronto has a blast.
Things that feel normal in Canada but insane to Brits. People plug their cars in this country, and I don't even mean like electric vehicles, I mean gas diesel engine cars, like actual plug that goes into the wall. Another one is driving, like you can drive for 4 hours and still be in the same province. Another one is that it can be like minus 30 outside and everywhere's still open, schools are still running, like transport's still going, it's crazy. Another one, wildlife just exists. Bears and moose and deer. Canadians just don't really think much of it because they're so used to it. Canada's amazing. Sometimes feel like it's something out of a movie. Look at all this snow. What do you think the craziest thing is about Canada? Apart from it being fucking freezing.
One of the things that surprised me in Canada is that there are no fences on the front yards. Where I come from, people protect their space. High fences, locked gates, always closed off. But here people respect privacy in such a natural way that everyone seems to be more relaxed. And I even heard that some people, they don't lock their cars and houses, so that was very shocking for me. So my question to my dear Canadian people, is that really true where you live?
What do you guys think about Toronto?
It's good city. It's like
That was hard to believe.
Oh, we love Toronto.
very diverse.
The food is okay, but it's not spicy enough.
Oh, I like this country. It's good. It's fresh.
It's a very nice vibe. Like people are so nice.
People are so
A lot of people Panamanian here in Canada. Oh my God.
What does being a Panamanian mean?
Latinas, canaleras.
Okay, how are you guys feeling?
Very good. Very confident. We know it's a good event to bring together no matter where you're from. We all get together and enjoy and just live for the time.
So you're from the UK. Where in the UK?
I'm from London, England.
And what do you think about Toronto?
I think Toronto is a great city. So I used to like Drake, but then Kendrick went and took him from me. So the rest of the things I like is maybe maple syrup. I like the Blue Jays. I like the World Cup. I like Ghana. Ghana is the best.
From the UK.
That's why we're interviewing him.
Hey, I'm sorry you Torontos can't go and get interviews, but I can get interviews.
We Ghanaian though, so
Ghana
to the world.
Well, I'm so happy that Panama's game was in this city. They probably didn't have it on their bucket list, and everybody's been really amazed that Toronto has so much to offer and it looks so good.
Things in a Canadian grocery store that would just confuse a Brit. You keep eggs in the fridge in England. All eggs in grocery stores really, or supermarkets, are room temperature until you bring them home and then you'd put them in your fridge. You sell this monstrosity. Ketchup chips. Like, I like ketchup, but I don't know about on chips. That's mad. All bacon's measured in cups here when we usually we weigh it out, grams and kilograms. I feel like you have way bigger plant-based sections. I can't find Warburtons. There's more of like a cake texture with the bread here. Your fruit sections are well better than ours though. And even how they designed it all on the wall looks sick. But the best thing going though is they still sell iron brewing.
As if I needed another reason to love living in Canada. So today was time for my 3 dogs' annual visit with the vets for their health check and their vaccinations, which any pet owner will know is always an expensive day. It all went fine, and when I went to pay the bill, I thought they'd made a big mistake, and I said to them, no, it was for 3 dogs, not just 1. And the lady checked the bill and said, no, that's the correct amount. I was like, what? That's really cheap. Like, are you sure? And she double checked it and said, yep, that's it. So let's throw some numbers out here. Today cost me $145, which as a chronically poor person is a lot of money, don't get me wrong. But do you know what my last bill for exactly the same thing in the UK was? $400. $400! Before anyone says, oh, you were probably at a really expensive like city vets, I was at our farm vets. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? I'm not exaggerating when I say I have been messaging every dog owner friend back home to tell them how cheap the vets are here.
Look, as a Brit coming to Canada, there's one thing I can definitely say, which I noticed about you lot's country, yeah? And I love Canada so far, can't I? You lot have been amazing. There is no roundabouts. Like, I haven't seen one single roundabout in this whole country. I don't know if it's a UK thing, where you lot don't do roundabouts or anything, but I've seen 0 roundabouts. Also as well, you don't have so many traffic signs. Number signs, traffic lights. That every 10 seconds, I could be driving in a straight line. Every 10 seconds, I'm seeing the next traffic light. I just passed the last traffic light, but am I going to the next one? You don't have so many, it's actually OD. Like in the UK, don't get it wrong, we have traffic lights. Everyone has traffic lights. But there's literally one every 10 to 20 seconds. Like, you be driving a straight line, boom, next traffic light. It's crazy, I don't think I can do that. Bump into bare red lights, like, I just don't think I can do that. But yeah, man, I can't lie, it's been amazing so far, man. You lot are showing me love, and I love it all, I can't lie. I ain't coming back to the UK though. I'm not coming back. Please don't bring me back. I don't want to go back.
So I'm in Canada for the first time. I'm specifically in Victoria right now, which is in British Columbia. And I'm having the biggest culture shock. Not just the way like people talk and the fact that like a lot of things are, you know, they have translations in French and stuff like that. But the fact that I know so little about like how everything is run, which makes sense because it's like being from like the US and stuff, but dude. So I landed in Vancouver, took a ferry out to Victoria Island, where Victoria is the capital of the province of BC, British Columbia. I'm so ignorant about it, but it's been fun so far. And apparently it's never really this sunny in Victoria. A lot of people are saying it's not only a treat for us, but it's a treat for the locals. They knew I was coming.
Hey guys, I'm in Canada, having a really good time. I ran into somebody over here. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey, that is my sister.
Hi.
She came down from the United States.
Hi.
So she lives in the US, right? What do you do in the US?
Nothing.
Nothing. What the fuck can you do in the US? Anyway, she heard that I was doing a show in Canada and she flew down. And it's been a really good time. So what do you think of Canada?
I mean, everything they say about Canada is true. It's the kindest, sweetest place, the nicest of people. Just the energy. You land on the airport, just the energy around you changes. It's really
amazing place. The nicest people ever. So, what's the latest news from the United States?
Well, Lindsey Graham died.
Lindsey Graham died? Oh no. So
Mitch McConnell is still alive. We had a 20-minute call with him. Yeah.
It's very sad. I hope everybody's feeling appropriately sad about this abs.
Sad.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Very sad.
So I know that you were waiting for Mitch McConnell to die, but then Lindsey Graham went and died. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's like I wanted Christmas, but I got Thanksgiving. I can live with it.
See, it runs in the family.
I feel like Canada's the best place in America. I mean North America. As a Londoner that has come to Toronto and I've been here for 3 or 4 days now, something like that. The weather is amazing today, even though it's hot. At first when I got here, I was a bit like, I don't know about this place. But I've grown from getting Toronto and now saying Toronto, Wagwan to what up Cody, you know, from now, when I want to eat food, I know that there's some good food available in every shop and corner of the city. I'm just praying that you guys stay with me because I don't know if I can find a better city than Toronto, you know? Like genuinely, this city's got everything. It's gonna be really hard to beat on my route. So Toronto compared to New York, that's an argument. I want to know what the difference is there. Toronto compared to Mexico City as well, or Mexico City compared to New York. Then we got Curacao versus Panama in terms of comparing those places. Then we have Bogota, South America. I'm thinking maybe another country in South America. It depends on that as well, like because we gotta fund this. So I don't know. We got a long journey in it, a long journey. So I'm excited for it, and I'm happy that we've been getting the right love. You get what I mean? Because this is a movement, bro. We gotta figure out what's the World Cup. This is the People's World Cup, you know.
Yeah, welcome back, and I hope you watch how people are very happy about visiting Canada. Most of the people are expressing their happiness through social media, talking about how food was sweet, how they were welcomed warmly, they felt at home. What they thought that was normal in Canada wasn't. It was much bigger than what they thought. The first thing that caught many Britain visitors off guard wasn't Canada's famous mountains and beautiful cities. It was the people in Canada, the Canadians. Whether they were asking for directions, ordering coffee, or simply walking through downtown, many visitors couldn't stop talking about how friendly Canadians were. Completely strangers smiled, started conversation, and genuinely wanted to help without being forced, without talking rudely. For some British tourists, that level of warmth was completely unexpected. But that was only the beginning. Then came Canada's incredible diversity. Walking through cities like Toronto felt like walking across the entire world in a single afternoon. One street was filled with Caribbean restaurants, the next with Indian markets, followed by Korean cafes Italian bakeries, and Middle East food stalls. Instead of feeling like one culture, Canada felt like hundreds of cultures were living together, which is very good. The unity. Not caring where they came from, they just united. Built restaurants, cafes, despite they coming from different countries, which is good for me. But for many visitors, that was fascinating. Then there was a scenario. Imagine living a vast downtown filled with skyscrapers, only to find yourself surrounded by mountains, crystal clear lakes, and endless forest a short drive later. Many British tourists admitted that they had seen photos of Canada before online, but seeing it with their own eyes was something completely different. Pictures simply didn't do it justice. It undermined it. Even during excitement of the World Cup, people noticed something unusual. The atmosphere felt relaxed to the people, the visitors, the tourists who came to watch World Cup. But at the end of the day, they were talking. They were excited about the Canadian country. Fans from different countries celebrated together, shared meals, exchanged jerseys, and created memories that nothing could do with who win or who lost the match. That thing surprised a lot of tourists, a lot of visitors who came to Canada. But perhaps the biggest culture shock of all was realizing that Canada has its own unique identity. Many arrived expecting a country that felt like Britain, with colder weather. Instead, they discovered a nation shaped by indigenous traditions, immigration from around the world, breathtaking natural beauty, and culture that values kindness, that value respect, that value community. It wasn't Britain, it wasn't America, it was Canada. And for many tourists, that realization completely changed how they viewed the country, Canada. By the time the tournament was coming to an end, many British fans weren't just recommending people to visit Canada for the World Cup. They were recommending people to visit Canada, period. Because sometimes the greatest part of a trip isn't the event you went for. It's discovering a place that exceeds every expectation you had. The World Cup brought millions of football fans to Canada. But many British tourists, the biggest highlight wasn't a goal, a trophy, or a famous stadium. It was experiencing a country. I don't know if you're getting me. It was experiencing a country. They thought they already understood it, only to realize they knew very little about it, at least nothing about it, until when they went to the country and found that there are many things they didn't know about Canada. And maybe that's what makes travel so powerful. False. It reminds us that the world is often far surprising than we imagine. So, False, I've talked too much. What do you think about what you just saw in the previous videos? If you visited Canada, what surprised you the most? And if you haven't been there yet, it is now your turn to now see for yourself, not hearing from people. Go and see for yourself, travel. So, False, what do you think about it? Share your thoughts in the comment below. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And for more fascinating stories from around the world, and you'll see, just subscribe to my channel and I'll be giving you videos about Canada every now and then, updating you and how people are happy about Canada after realizing what they thought wasn't right. So until next time, please Have peace and may God bless you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to leave a subscribe, like, and share my videos. Thank you.